EJ, you played behind, or should I say in front of Jaden Daniels now. Garrett, what have you seen from him so far?
Just him being a playmaker and him being a great leader. I feel like he's taking it upon himself to lead this team, and I feel like he's taking it personal. And I feel like he's doing a great job of just getting us all together and getting us all going in the right direction.
What does it mean for this program to potentially go back-to-back 10-win seasons?
It means a lot. It only happened like 4 or 5 times. Coach Kelly told us, so it means a lot to us to write our name down in history.
Yeah, Emery, while, Jaden and Nuss, they're both really talented, they're kind of different style of play, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jaden takes off and runs a lot more. How is that different for you guys on the O-line?
Just holding your blocks a little longer, that's all it is to it. You just got to hold your blocks a little longer, maybe 2 or 3 seconds, maybe when Nuss looking with his eyes down the field. Jaden usually, checks 3 guys and then gets out of there. It's going to be a little different with Nuss back there, but it's a challenge that we're willing to take. And I feel like we're elite enough to handle up.
But what about just the buy-in of this team, the fact that everyone is playing at this point?
I feel like we've all been bought in since the beginning of the season. I feel like everybody in the building does a great job of just kind of focusing when they need to focus. Like around this time, everybody need to be focused in on the bowl game against Wisconsin. And I feel like, everybody's doing a great job of that. Everybody's in here early, checked in early. Nobody's having to be called about being late and stuff like that. So it shows the maturity that we have on our team.
This Malik receiving record that he's trying to knock out, you just play the game and let things go as they may, or you try to knock this out quick then?
I'm not sure what's the plan, but, we would love to have him on the field. With Malik's electricity, I feel like, nobody compares to him in college football.
As you move into 2024, and I'm looking at the roster, I'm thinking that this offensive line, I don't know if it'll be the strength of the team, but certainly with you and Will back for your 3rd year and whatnot, it can be really a strong point. How do you feel about this offensive line as you're moving into next year?
I feel like it's a challenge, but, I also feel like we're ready for it. I feel like me and Will are going to have to be vocal leaders on this team next year. I feel like we're going to have to do a great job at, getting everybody behind us, and I feel like, we're going to be able to do that. And I feel like the O-line next year is definitely going to be a strength on the team, and I feel like we're going to lead the team. Coach Davis has been implementing on us that, we got to take control and we got to lead. We got to be more vocal to everybody, not just people on the O-line. So, we've been taking that as a chip on our shoulder, and we've kind of been trying to do that as much as possible.
You guys get a couple of weeks of bowl practices. How does that help the younger group kind of just get better?
Yeah, it's a little bit of everything. I feel like, we got coaches and stuff like that, during their recruiting tip. We got players kind of, not practicing as hard as we would in season. We're not going, 19 periods as we usually would or 21 periods. So, you got guys kind of getting rested up as we prepare for the next week. You got guys who are pushing themselves as well, though. Last week we made a point to work on technique and, getting better technically. So that's what we've been working on kind of for these bowl practices.
Emery, has it been about right, the time feel, or has time flown for you? You're heading into year 3 in another week.
Honestly, time has flown. I feel like I was just moving into the freshman hall at Riverbend. I feel like we were just moving in with my mom taking a picture. So, to be at this point now, I'm just blessed and thankful, for everybody who's kind of been supporting me and helping me through this way.
Facing Mekhi Wingo, what have you seen from him coming back and just the big key piece that he is on the D-line?
Yeah, I feel like he's giving that D-line group a lot of life. I feel like he's bringing a lot of life back. That's a great guy on our D-line. I feel like he's like the anchor. So I feel like he's kind of bringing a lot of life back to the D-line and, kind of bringing some electricity to them and kind of, shocking and waking them up a little bit.
I know you and your mom are super close. Do y'all have any Christmas traditions or something you're looking forward to most?
I'm looking forward to go back and staying home. She made me promise that I was going to come back and stay home the night of Christmas. So looking forward to going home, making gingerbread houses with my little sister, just kind of spending time with them, back like old days.
How is the Big 50 burger going?
It's going great, man. I can't complain. I just talked to my papa about it. We went and ate with my pastor, and my papa called me the next day. And he was like, "Yeah, the pastor just told everybody in church go get a Big 50 burger." So it's just been going great. I'm thankful for everybody who supported me and making that thing go.
Is that a good stocking stuffer, like a gift certificate or a Big 50 burger or what?
We're working on it. We're gonna work on it.
Are they just as good as your mom makes them? Have you had them? Or
Yeah, I had a whole bunch of them. I try to go get one every week. You know, me and Charles Turner would go get one on Tuesday and eat it before practice. You know, we'd be hurting for a couple minutes at practice, but yeah, we try to go get it once a week. Yes, sir.
Sage Ryan was in the transfer portal. He's coming back. You guys have been a part of this team. How important is that to have somebody like him return?
It's very important. You know, I feel like on the defensive side of the ball next year, he's going to be a guy who's going to be really important. He's a guy who this year made a lot of plays for us. You know, who played great football for us this year. So I feel like next year having him back is going to help with our chemistry on defense and just kind of help them guys, you know, hold up and follow the standard.